working on problem 12 from module 13, and the directions say to match the following functions with their graphs. Here's the parent function, and then here are the equations given and the graphs given. Okay, with number 1, we have f of x minus 2. Because the negative 2 is outside of the parentheses in the f of x function, then that means it's shifting down. So if we look at the graphs here, the only graph that is shifting down is D, because it's at 2 instead of 4. So we'll put D in for this. And then here we have, for number 2, we have y equals 1/2 f of x minus 1. And because the negative 1 is inside the parentheses, that means that we're shifting left or right. And because it's negative, we're shifting right. And then the 1/2 will make the graph squattier. So we will have to find where that occurs, and that happens in E. See, it shifts to the right one, and then it's also squattier. For number 3, the negative 2 is inside the parentheses again, so that means it's shifting left or right, and again it's negative, so it's shifting right 2. And the function or the graph that fits that best is C. See, it shifts to the right, so we have C. For 4, the x is being multiplied by 1/2 inside the parentheses, so that will stretch the graph. So the graph that best fits that is A. And then 5 is pretty easy because it's the only negative function or equation, so we know that that's B, but also it shifts the graph upward 3 from where it would sit when it was reflected. So we know that 5 is B. And then 6, the x inside the parentheses being multiplied by 2 contracts the graph, and so that it's not as wide, and so we know that that is F. Also, it's the last one.